Hello, NBA fans. Every day we have news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan and I ask for your help by subscribing to the channel and giving me your thumbs up. The Lakers are eyeing Herb Jones, an elite defender who was elected to the NBA's All-NBA Defensive First Team. His presence would help bolster the Lakers' perimeter defense. He is versatile, can defend multiple players from guards to forwards, and at only 26 years old, he aligns with the Lakers' long-term plans. LeBron James remains undecided on playing beyond this season. Chris Paul confirmed over the weekend that the 2025-26 season will be his final year in the NBA, but his longtime friend LeBron James hasn't made that same determination. Sources close to the Lakers star insist to Dave McMenamin of ESPN that James remains undecided on whether or not he'll continue his career beyond this season. McMenamin's report comes within a larger story about James' incredible streak of 21 consecutive All-NBA nods. If LeBron hopes to extend that record-setting streak to 22 seasons, he would have to appear in 63 of the Lakers' remaining 66 games. As McMenamin points out, if James knew this were his final season, he may feel obligated not to take any games off, especially on the road, as long as he's healthy. But if he thinks he'll be back in 2026-27, a farewell tour wouldn't be a consideration. The Lakers have 11 back-to-backs between now and the end of the season, McMenamin notes, and while James has made a strong effort in recent years to suit up for both ends of those back-to-back sets, head coach J.J. Redick and the Lakers may take a more cautious approach this season, given that LeBron will turn 41 in December and has missed time with sciatica this fall. "I don't think an All-NBA appearance this year is going to make or break his resume," Redick said, adding that he hasn't spoken to James about trying to extend that All-NBA streak. Like Redick, agent Rich Paul said he hasn't talked to his longtime client about the streak, but he doesn't necessarily view an All-NBA spot in 2026 as a top priority either. "Look, at 41 years of age, I hope he is not playing back-to-backs," Paul told McMenamin. As McMenamin writes, the most important thing that James could do this season for his legacy would be to win a fifth championship, and the Lakers may decide that managing his playing time over the course of the season gives them the best chance to have him healthy and at his best during the postseason. Of course, besides reaching the 65-game mark, James would also have to continue playing at an All-NBA level in order to earn serious consideration for a 22nd berth. If he is playing at that level, regardless of whether or not he appears in 65 games, it would likely make him more inclined to put off retirement for another year. James will earn about $52.6 million this season in the final year of his contract with the Lakers and isn't eligible to sign a contract extension before next July. That means if he does decide he wants to continue playing in 2026-27, he'll have to wait until he becomes an unrestricted free agent to sign his next deal, either with Los Angeles or another team. The Lakers are interested in Herb Jones. The mold of player he is would answer exactly what Rob Pelinka has been on the hunt for since the offseason. Jones is the type of 3-and-D star who would immediately raise the Lakers' ceiling. His $13.9 million makes him an easy player to match salaries for as well. Lakers, serviceable on defense. The Lakers, who rank 14th in defensive efficiency, don't exactly have the personnel to turn into a top 5 or even top 8 team. In Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic, they have a pair of below-average defenders, and LeBron James, who turns 41 next month, can't be expected to play high-level defense this late into his career. Marcus Smart has been a savior for the Lakers defensively, as J.J. Redick's team has conceded 105.7 points per 100 possessions with him on the floor, and nearly 10 more points when he goes to the bench. However, Smart remains an offensive liability, which has prevented Redick from playing him more than 25 to 27 minutes per night. Herb Jones would instantly give Redick another quality perimeter stopper. At his best, the former All-NBA defensive first-team member can erase an opposing superstar from a game altogether. Luka Doncic, himself, once described him as one of the biggest headaches he's had to deal with, reminded Ravenchuk. An improved shooter. Jones is making a career-high 1.6 threes per game this season, at a decent clip of 36.2%. That number will surely increase when the elite playmaking trio of James, Doncic and Reeves is setting him for threes, instead of a rookie in New Orleans. The only issue for the Lakers would be the Pelicans' asking price. With front office head Joe Dumars inexplicably trading away their 2026 unprotected first-round pick, the Pelicans would likely seek at least one future first-rounder from the Lakers. The question here is, what is the price, and how comfortable are the Lakers with paying it, asked Revanchuk. Jones would solidify Los Angeles as contenders. Rob Pelinka would need to know just how much Joe Dumars values his defensive star. Lakers Drew Tim's signing might have LeBron's fingerprints on it. The Los Angeles Lakers made headlines on Monday morning when they announced that Drew Tim would be called up to the main roster on a two-way contract. The former Gonzaga legend was traded to the South Bay Lakers earlier this season, igniting a potential and rapid rise under head coach J.J. Redick. GMFB. The acquisition immediately excited Lakers fans, who know the kind of player Tim can be. However, this move might have been more calculated than it initially appeared. The Athletic's Dan Woik reported that rumors of LeBron James' influence over the decision have only grown since the news became public. James had spent nearly a week with the South Bay Lakers as part of his sciatica rehab. During that stretch, he practiced with members of the roster and ran 5-on-5 games to rebuild his conditioning and rhythm. Tim has proven time and time again, both in the G League and in his brief NBA moments, that he can score at will and provide a steady interior presence with the ball in his hands. In 6 games with South Bay, he is averaging 25.5 points, 7.7 rebounds, and 1.2 steals on 51.5% shooting from the field. If the rumors turn out to be true, Tim may have received the biggest cosign of his career from James himself. To make room for him, the Lakers waived big man Christian Koloko, who appeared in just 2 early games on the main roster. Koloko also spent 2 contests in the G League, where he averaged 8.5 points and 8.5 rebounds across 26 minutes. Perhaps the Lakers pushed to sign Tim strictly because of their current big man situation. DeAndre Ayton has flourished as the starting center, while Jackson Hayes has handled the majority of the backup minutes at the 5. On nights when Ayton isn't available and Hayes is elevated to the starting lineup, LA typically leans into small ball looks to compensate for their lack of depth. Tim can only remain on the main roster for 40 games under the terms of his two-way deal, meaning the Lakers won't be able to keep him active for the full season. Still, he should be in line for legitimate opportunities should Los Angeles find itself thin due to injuries at any point down the stretch. Bill Simmons scraps ridiculous Austin Reeves take before it even gets off the ground empty-heading. Even the diehard Boston Celtics fan had to concede to the greatness of the Los Angeles Lakers star. Bill Simmons is the last person anyone would go to for a rational assessment on anything that has to do with the Los Angeles Lakers. The Boston Celtics diehard is unapologetically biased, and not even trying particularly hard to hide that fact. Simmons was in his bag recently when joined by Zach Lowe for another episode of his self-titled podcast. The idea of trading Austin Reeves was tossed out there. Amazingly enough, it got stopped right in its tracks in the wake of a moment that offered some genuine transparency. "Don't trade Austin Reeves, I'm just being AD*CK, Simmons admitted. "I was just trying to plant seeds, because I don't like Laker fans." The conversations about trading Reeves have long exited the building, if they were ever really there to begin with. The Lakers star has firmly secured his spot in Los Angeles, growing into one of the most important players on the team. With no strong desire to leave being hinted at, there will be no rush to push the talented offensive guard through the door. Reeves' agent told everyone in the offseason how meaningless the mock trades and the hypotheticals were surrounding his client. Aaron Riley must be having such a good laugh with how true his comments have looked thus far. This season has indeed been the show that was promised. Next year is going to be a show. People really have no idea what's to come. Keep putting him in trade rumors for second-string centers. Reeves has averaged 27.6 points, 5.5 rebounds, 7.3 assists, and 1.3 steals in 36.4 minutes per game. The Lakers guard has registered a 64.1 true shooting percentage to boot. Questions of his fit next to Luka Doncic have quickly become a punchline. Not only is he a great partner for the superstar point guard, but they clearly both enjoy playing together. The bromance between the two stars is very real. Austin Reaves, good job, friend. Luka Doncic, he wants to be my friend, but I'm not allowing it. Have the smiles and the jokes translated into practical results for the Lakers? Well, yes, absolutely. The 12-4 start for the Lakers speaks for itself. The advanced numbers also love the duo in Los Angeles. The two-man lineup of Doncic and Reaves has an offensive rating of 119.2 and an impressive defensive rating of 106.8. The latter was the concern for many, but the Lakers have more than managed on that end with those two sharing the court. Having the overall net rating of Doncic and Reaves at 12.4 really says the obvious. There is no trade coming for the latter in the near future. This duo is built to last. How the Lakers are handling their early three-point slump. Welcome to our Lakers newsletter, which can be delivered to your inbox once a week, for free, if you sign up by clicking here. Welcome back to the Lakers newsletter, where we got plenty of rest while the team played pickleball. A rare 4-day stretch without a game may have done wonders for the Lakers' small nagging injuries, but it interrupted the team's rhythm going into Sunday's game against the Utah Jazz. It showed in the clunky win in which the Lakers missed 28 three-point tries and let an 11-point fourth-quarter lead dwindle to 1. Despite being quite literally one of the worst shooting teams in the league, the Lakers are still 12-4. Players credited the team's resiliency and chemistry as reasons the Lakers are still winning, but how long can this team survive on pure vibes? Luka Doncic's shot trickled over the front of the rim, bounced high above the basket and swished through the net. When the three-pointer finally fell, Doncic raised both arms in equal parts disbelief and relief. He's the NBA's leading scorer, but Doncic is shooting a career-worst 31.1% from three on a career-high 11 three-point attempts per game. Austin Reaves, also enjoying a career season offensively, is shooting the same poor percentage from three-point range. Almost every Lakers rotation player is shooting below his career average from three-point range through 16 games this season. Shooting 33.3% from three, the Lakers are 26th out of 30 teams. Their 10.9 makes a game are the fewest in the league. We've got to shoot the ball better, Coach J.J. Redick said after the Lakers survived a comeback attempt against the Jazz on Sunday. But it's got to be a belief in each other and a belief in ourselves to knock down shots. Nearing the 20-game mark of the season, the Lakers are not fretting about their frigid outside shooting. Redick recalled how the Lakers shot 34.8% from three in the first 2 months of last season. Then after shooting 46.7% in a 2-point loss to the Detroit Pistons on December 23, the Lakers made 37.7% of their threes for the rest of the regular season. Part of the shift came after the trade that brought Doncic. He shot 37.9% from three while with the Lakers last season, and the team's overall three-point attempts increased from 33.8 per game to 40.4 in the final 2 months of the season. The Lakers are taking 32.4 three-pointers per game this season. Redick anticipated that the number would rise, but with the current shooting struggles, he wanted to focus more on simply maximizing what his players do well. We're going to do the things that put our guys in a position to create advantages and generate good offense, Redick said before Sunday's game. However that looks as it morphs and evolves throughout the year, that's just going to be what it is, the philosophy behind it. And if it ends up being we shoot 43s a game, great. Redick celebrated the team's otherwise effective offense that is second in true shooting percentage, 61.5%, and first in points per shot, 1.42. The other glaring issue is turnover percentage, where the Lakers rank 28th. If we were out there not creating great looks or we were not playing the right way, and we were playing selfish basketball, it would be different, said LeBron James, who has made 2 of 7 shots from 3 in his 2 games since returning from sciatica. That's not our MO. So you look at over half of the threes that we missed tonight, a lot of them were wide open, but a lot of them were just finding the right player. The ball has so much energy in it that we're not worried about that. Of their 38 three-point attempts against the Jazz, 25 came with the closest defender 6 or more feet away. The Lakers made just 6 of those open shots, with Doncic, Reeves, and Marcus Smart going 4 for 17. "We're definitely gonna shoot better," Smart said. "We work too hard not to." What's up with the NBA Cup? Even DeAndre Ayton didn't know what was going on with the NBA Cup. The Lakers center absorbed a turnover late in a blowout against the New Orleans Pelicans on November 14 instead of taking an easy shot. When he heard his teammates screaming at him to shoot, he admitted later he didn't realize the potential importance of those 2 points. Ayton instead intertwined his middle and ring fingers and held his right hand up toward the bench. The W is all that mattered. Entering the final week of NBA Cup group play, the Lakers need just one more W to clinch their spot in the quarterfinals. The winner of Tuesday's game between the Lakers and Clippers at Crypto.com Arena officially claims West Group B. The Lakers and Clippers are 2-0 in group play with 2 games remaining. The group also includes the Memphis Grizzlies, the Dallas Mavericks, and the already eliminated New Orleans Pelicans. The Lakers finish group play with the Dallas Mavericks on Friday in a game that, even if the Lakers clinch the top spot Tuesday, could still matter. The 3 group winners advance to the quarterfinals, and the top second-place team from each conference earns a wild card. The 2 teams with the best group play record in each conference will host the quarterfinal games. The number 1 seed goes to the team with the best overall record, and if the records are even, then point differential will be the first tiebreaker for seeding. Oklahoma City is also 2-0 halfway through group play and has a league-best plus 63-point differential, putting the Thunder in position to earn the number 1 seed in the West quarterfinals. The Lakers have a plus 19-point differential in group games and are in position to be the second-seeded team in the West, possibly playing against the West Group C winner. The third group in the West is one of the most competitive in the league as Portland and Denver entered this week tied with 2-1 records. Portland has the first priority head-to-head tiebreaker against the Nuggets, but Denver has a plus 26-point differential that positions it well as a potential wildcard team. Lakers warned of lack of depth by NBA exec, "Overall isn't good." An anonymous Eastern Conference scout believes the Los Angeles Lakers, despite a 12-4 start, are not in the echelon as the Oklahoma City Thunder, Denver Nuggets, and Houston Rockets, due to their lack of roster depth. Are they up there with Oklahoma City, Denver, and Houston? No, the scout told ESPN's Tim Bontemps. But they're clearly in the top 6. Their depth overall isn't good, but their top-line talent makes them a team I wouldn't want to see in the playoffs. With LeBron James and Gabe Vincent back from injuries, the Lakers have a solid 8-man rotation. As such, a West scout believes the Luka Doncic-led team has enough to finish as a top 3 seed, like they did last year in JJ Redick's debut season. They're top 3 for sure. When you have Luka, you're always going to be in the mix. Lakers survive injuries. The Lakers are a .750 team despite dealing with injuries to key starters through the first month of the season. LeBron James, 14, Vincent, 9, Doncic, 4, Smart, 3, and Reeves, 3, have all missed multiple games thus far. Bontemps spoke to several NBA scouts to assess the Lakers' first-month performance. "What I'm hearing, it has been a fascinating opening month in LA. Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves have put up gigantic numbers, and LeBron James has basically missed all of it," wrote the ESPN insider. DeAndre Ayton has been productive, but the Lakers are several points better per 100 possessions with him on the bench than they are with him on the court. Defensive issues. The executives expressed concern about the Lakers' defense, which ranks 14th in the league, with JJ Redick's men giving up 113.3 points per 100 possessions. Opponents are having a field day at the rim, with the Lakers giving up 69% shooting inside of 5 feet, 4th worst in the NBA. While they have an 11-4 record, they have middling overall efficiency numbers, 11th in offense, 17th in defense, 14th in net rating. Added up, and while it has been an impressive opening few weeks in the standings, it's still unclear just how high this team's ceiling really is, which was reflected in conversations this week with sources around the league. It's worth noting that even their net rating, 2.5, is in the middling range at 15, and pales in comparison to the dominance of the Thunder, 16.9, Rockets, 11.4, and Nuggets, 9.8. To that end, the Lakers have needed several fourth-quarter comebacks to win close games, something OKC, Denver, and Houston have rarely endured. The Lakers' long-range shooting has also been mediocre, with Redick's team shooting 33.3% from 3 through 16 games, which ranks 26th in the league.